What's going on, everybody? We got the old Blazer here. I went ahead and took out that stock ESC. And I do not care for that ESC at all. If you've seen my other videos, you know that. So we got the Hobby Wing 1080 in the Blazer now, and I'm gonna give her a run on the stock motor for a bit, because this screw right here is stripped, and my Bronco done that same thing, and I had to drill the head off and everything to get that screw out on it, because I was going to put a Holmes Hobby motor in here, which I'll just get to that later. I figure I'll give that motor a fair test and try. The ESC is the biggest downfall in this truck. The motor does help a lot when you go to Holmes Hobby though, and you put a Trailmaster or something better, but even the cheap Trailmasters are awesome. And also on the interior, I put in the Blazer. This is the SCX 10.3 Gladiator interior. I cut the dude out of the seat, and you see where I made an aluminum box for the driver to sit in, so that way he's got leg room, all that stuff. And I just hot glued this in there a little bit, and some tape, nothing fancy, but she works. So anyway, I'm getting everything ready because I'm gonna go out. I haven't even drove this Blazer on my course out back, other than one time with the lift kit on there. And then I found out later the lift kit, the shocks had an air pocket in them, so I wasn't getting any flex or nothing out of it. So the lift kit wasn't as bad as I thought it was, probably. It just, the shocks needed the air out of them to get some travel in them, and I didn't care. I was taking it off anyway, because these Desert Lizards, you can't beat these. Look at this thing. I mean, when you set it down and it just goes slowly down. I love that. So anyway, so I got the Hobby Wing 1080 in that, and then I took this one here. It still has the Trailmaster motor, 21 turn, 550 can, I believe. So instead of putting the Traxxas ESC in here, yeah, I got hot glue there, just needs to be peeled off. I had a winch mounted in here. That was just to hold my copper tubing that went through. Anyway, I put the Red Cat ESC in here, the hexfly, because it's better than the Traxxas ESC, if you ask me. On the downhill is the only problem with Traxxas. It's got great slow control on crawl mode and everything, but it's still, once you give it a little gas, it's going to roll downhill. This one's a little better. I think they said this is equal to a 1040, so it's not that great, but I think it's better. We got the 25 kg servo in this truck, out of a Red Cat also, actually. So what we'll really can see, if we test the two trucks, we'll see just how much improvement the ESC alone with the stock motor does over a not so good ESC with a upgraded motor. You know, I already know them Trailmasters are some of the best motors I've ever had for a brushed motor that's cheap. I haven't bought none of his expensive ones yet, but when you can get one for under $20 or a little over $20 on the 21 turn, why would you? So anyway, guys, let me get on out to the course. I guess I'll back up to the trailer, take them both outside today. Alright, we're just cruising a little bit out in the yard. We got the trailer and all, having a little fun. I figured I'd put the Ford on the trailer so it looks more natural. That's how you usually see it, this Chevy pulling the Ford. Can I make it through there? Oh. A lot of brush. I'm surprised I made that. Alright, let's just cruise over toward the course. Really like my disc. Let's see what happens. Holy crap, I wasn't expecting to go that far. And down, and down. So, got some handrails I brung home the other day to add to the course somehow. I'll figure out what to build out of them eventually. It's always something though. Alrighty. So, again, we're back to the Hobby Wing 1080 on the stock motor. Very good slow crawl, even with stock. Not much hesitation once I got there. When I turned my wheel, I lost a little bit of power, but not bad on torque. That damn Hobby Wing transition is very nice. Nice and slow, nice and smooth, even on the downhill descent here. Do have the ball hitch in the back, so we don't know what that'll do to me, but we'll find out. Not bad. Man, there's a big difference in that 1080. Let's see what the Bronco can do. Alright, since I didn't lower my tailgate, I guess we'll just go this way. Thank you. We'll take the trailer with us, even with the... I dropped my suspension a minute ago. That servo works really well in this. Alright, now again, this is now the Holmes Hobby 21 turn Trailmaster 550 can with the Red Cat ESC. So, definitely more jumpy on the slow crawl. I mean, you can get it, but you got to kind of creep into it a minute. But the torque with that motor, the torque is just there. Okay, now I do realize there's way better torque in this motor than the other. Even though the ESC is not as responsive, or you know, it's not as fine-tuned on the ESC. But this motor, when I come to that little bump at the bottom, the stock Traxxas motor did hesitate a touch. This here one, I just kept my finger in one spot, and should have been paying more attention right there. But yeah, but on the downhill is where the ESC and the other truck really shines. But man, not really. I mean, that Trailmaster, even with this stock ESC, or that Red Cat stock ESC, doesn't look bad. It's the very first initial takeoff with this one is a little jumpy, but once you got your fine-tuned sweet spot, she just rolls with it. And also guys, this one is now running the stock shocks again. I got the Desert Lizards on my Blazer. We are running stock on this one now. Okay, now just in that little run right there, I mean, yes, you can tell the 1080 is better on the control, especially compared to a stock Traxxas ESC. Major difference with that, the way it feels, even with the stock motor. That truck there, that Holmes Hobby 21 turn Trailmaster in that truck, you can feel there's no lack of torque when you hit a bump, even with that ESC. It's not, now like I say, when I try to creep into it, I don't know if it's a controller or the ESC, but it's hard to just like go slower right off the bat. It's like you almost got to take off and then let off to go slower. There we go, but she's a little bit more touchier there. The Blazer now, it might be my controller's a little more wore out on the other one, but the second I touch this Blazer, even with the stock motor, there's no hesitation on that ESC. It's not bad, stock motor with a Hobby Wing 1080. On this truck alone, if I was going to only make one upgrade first, I would do the ESC first thing. The motor is a great upgrade, but I feel like that ESC is the first thing that should go in this truck. On the Red Cat Gen 8, it's the opposite. The motor is the first thing that should go on the Red Cat. But you see, I got the Red Cat ESC in this truck, and it's not bad. So let's go see how the downhill stuff works. That's what I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna try to drive one-handed again instead of switching my controller. Well, I better not do that. Yeah, I went ahead and switched over control. You see this one now, I got a damn tripod taped to this one on the end. Whatever it takes, man. Oh. So let's see what we get here. Uphill, there's not a big, I can feel it slowing down. I'm not changing my position on the trigger. I'm just seeing if it continues. And it doesn't do bad. Slowed down a little bit. Now, has this thing got too much slack for this? There we go, very nice. On the way down that hill is where this thing has the control. All right, let's see how the other one does. Man, I love that motor though. I'm not feeling any more hesitation out of that motor yet. Just climbing away also. Now right there on that downhill, just this little downhill, it rolled more than that one did with the 1080. Even with that Traxxas, I mean with the Holmes Hobby motor, that don't really matter. It's just, it'll hold very well, but as soon as I touch that gas, she goes. Yeah. Now, since this one's already on here, let's go with it first. Let's go down this hill here. I want to see just how much control I can get on this downhill. Get a nice straight run here. Alright. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off onto it and then I'm going to try to stop it with drag brake. Alright. A little bit. Alright. Now we're at a dead stop on drag brake. Now I'm going to try to roll as slow as possible down this thing. Now as soon as I give it gas, I'm just going to give it the most minute trace of gas here. And it goes and it stops on its own. Alright. That was the slow as I could go unless I just kept letting off. Alright. Now let's see what this 1080 does with a stock motor. You put that 1080 and that motor together, you ain't got nothing better as far as I'm concerned on a brush system. Alright. Do the same thing. I'm going to try to get it onto this board. Now my drag brake ain't holding. I'm pushing reverse right now to get my drag brake to hold. It's going right there. But look, I'm giving it gas. I can go a little bit if I want to go more. Can I back up it? I can literally ease into it and adjust my speed on the way down without taking off. To me, that 1080 being $45, there's no better investment for a brush setup. Now look, I'll go that fast. I want to go a little more. You go a little more, and then stop without hitting the bottom. Can't do that in the other truck. I'm gonna try it again on the other one. All right, I wonder if I can get this one to back up. But I mean, there shouldn't be much weight difference in the two trucks. I mean, honestly, pretty evened out together. Let me get it centered here. Oops. Seems like the back of this one wants to lift. It's starting to rain in the sun. Seems like the back of this one is kind of wanting to lift. Let me lock my diffs in reverse here. I know the other ones weren't locked. Once I get right there, I'm all right. Oops. But now, let's try this again now. Now, obviously, the Holmes Hobby motor has a better drag brake, the motor itself. But let me try this creeping into it again. Oh boy. If I didn't want it to hit the bottom hard, I literally got to go and lit off a little bit. It's not bad still for the ESC that's in it. But the Trailmaster drag brake, way better. Even having that ESC in the Blazer, the drag brake is not going to hold on that steep of an angle like this Trailmaster did with any ESC. Now then, I would run them, see which one's faster, but I already know my Bronco should be faster because I got a lower pinion gear on this one. You know what? I do got one more little test I need to find out if I can do it. The other day when I come up this hill in my Bronco, I was able to go up this ramp and literally turn in one shot. Did not have to hit reverse once and come right back down with my Blazer, my Bronco. I don't know if the Blazer would do that. Well, here comes a dang rainstorm coming. So let's see if they both will do the same thing. Let me go ahead and lock my diffs since it's raining. This is actually a hard little challenge right here. I'm gonna help it because it's starting to rain and I want to get this over with. Oh boy, I don't know how I come off all that one. But anyway, this thing's got a wider stance because it's got a little bit of a wheel extension on it, I think, with these rims. Hold on. That rain got me confused. Forgot what I was doing. All right. I'm going to just try to make it one turn. From this one to that one. I turned a little bit too soon. But I definitely could have made it. Man, here comes the rain, boys. Let me do that again and turn it a little different. Like I did last time. Let me get it all the way out there and then cut it over. Oops. Hold on, my diffs were locked. Try this again. Take 3. All right. Just a straight turn now. Let's see. Without the diffs locked. Yeah, all right. It's not as nice going down, like I say. All righty. Park that one there and get my other one. Yeah, it's starting to come down now. sure I'm gonna lock them on the way up this. Oops, you know what? We're not even gonna do that since it's raining. I know them flat irons ain't so good, so let me unlock them and go on up. Two different servos. This one is stock, I believe. But still shouldn't change much in the range. I'm gonna say the Blazer, it done it, but the Bronco probably has a little sharper radius. But look at there, I can just go right down that like it ain't nothing, butter smooth, and give it a little gas if I want to. Alrighty, I'm gonna get my trailer hooked up and get on going. Ugh. See if I can drive both of these one-handed over to the trailer. Oops. I can drive this one one-handed. Oops. It's starting to come down, man. The rain's sneaking up on me. Alright, let's roll. Alright, we got to get going. I do know my 1080 has the punch set in to come in initial, like you floor it and then it picks up speed as you go. You can tell I don't have the initial punch on full speed, I guess. Alright guys, I guess while I'm under this tree, I might as well say thanks for watching all my videos. I really appreciate your support. Please like and subscribe. Until next time, peace.